Dina and Natalie. Natalie and Dina. A match made in heaven, and certainly not a complete dumpster fire mess of a relationship. After being married for all of one day, they decided to have a science baby together. Or should I say, science babies. Twins! Their family was complete. A set of beautiful baby boys was brought into this world, and they go by the names of Mack and Cheese. So, this is the story of Mack and Cheese. Dina and Natalie's twin boys who caused a lot of trouble for me. Of course, I immediately aged them up from being newborns into babies, since there isn't a whole lot they can do in the newborn stage. But let me tell you, these babies were a handful. They were getting into places they weren't supposed to get to. They fussed. They stinked. Uh-oh, somebody's stinky. Uh-oh. Somebody's stinky. Uh-oh. Multiple people stinky. But honestly, they were just babies being babies. I mean, what else do babies do besides cry and poop? If we really want to get down to the reason why these babies made me want to rip my hair out, then we really only have one person to blame. Dina. Now, babies in The Sims are actually quite easy. All Natalie and Dina really had to do was 3 things. Feed them, change their diaper, and put them to bed. Now, Natalie, being the birth mother, at least, I think she birthed them. I'm not entirely sure what goes down when you have a science baby. I don't think I need to know. Anyway, she handled the majority of the feed them process, which went pretty well. Both of them managed to still throw diapers all over the floor, which picking them up myself ended up becoming just a part of my routine. But Dina, lovely, sweet Dina, she just could not handle the simplest tasks. All I asked was that she put cheese in his crib. That's it. That's all. And yet, she still made me lose my absolute marbles. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna let y'all see what happened. It's just too good to miss. Change his diaper. And then put cheese to sleep. Okay, and now go back to sleep. Yourself. Dude, all the babies do is sleep. This is why I don't want the babies anymore. What is it? Did I not literally just tell you to put him to sleep? Go? Stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go sleep. Goodness gracious. Dina! What are you doing? If I could pick up this child and... He fell asleep on the floor, Dina. He fell asleep on the floor. Because... What is wrong with her? Put her to sleep. Please. Put him to sleep. Put it... Dina, if you don't put this child in his crib right now... Oh my god. Dina! Put cheese in the crib. What is so difficult? Then you're gonna give this one a bubble bath because he's stinky. Yeah, Cheese is not gonna forget being neglected like that. Luckily, Natalie made a cake. After a few tries. Okay. We can cook, cakes. Go cook some cake. Oh my god. Oh my god, you didn't even bake the cake. What is going on? Are you done? Did you eat your food? Are you done? Resume the cake, please. Perfect. And we were able to age up the babies into toddlers. And boy, oh boy, did that make everything worse. The boys aged up while they were already starving, only instead of being able to just give them a bottle or have Natalie breastfeed them, Natalie had to chef something up for them to actually eat, which took way longer than it should have, so Mack and Cheese snuck slices of cake off the counter so they wouldn't, you know, starve to death. Mack and Cheese complained about the cat scratches all over the couch, which, to be fair, I wouldn't have noticed if they weren't so picky. And I wouldn't have gotten this adorable shot of Max sleeping with Mayor Whiskers either. Oh my god, look at them. Look at them. That's so cute. Aww. Potty training took forever, especially when you have two toddlers to potty train. And they kept waking Mom up by crying, which Dina was surprisingly way too okay with. Don't wake up this one, though. Just wake up this one. You cannot be flirty when your child is waking you up crying. That's not how that works. Toddlers truly are a handful. So, of course, Natalie baked a cake and we got right into aging up Mac and Cheese into kids. But I wasn't going to be making the same mistake that I had been making. You see, I wanted to play a little at each stage of the kids' aging process, just so I could experience the gameplay features a bit, like feeding a baby in a high chair, or teaching a toddler to potty train, or watching the kids play on the monkey bars. You get the point. But I was over it. Really, I just needed to get Mac and Cheese fully autonomous as soon as possible. If I had to sit there and watch Natalie or Dina fail to do a simple task, like bathe them or feed them one more time, I was going to lose it. So we expedited the aging process and went straight into teenagers. When your Sims age up into teenagers, you can finally pick aspirations for them, alongside more traits. I decided that Mac was going to be the creative type and would strive to be an author, while Cheese, on the other hand, was going to be an outgoing serial romantic. And so we finally had two grown teenagers, Mac and Cheese. Of course, I still had to go with the blue-red theme I had given the twins at birth because, duh, how else are you supposed to tell them apart? I did finally give them different haircuts too. I guess identical twins can be their own people. The boys being teenagers meant they would now be going to school, which is great considering they knew literally nobody else in the world besides their moms and their two cats. So when they first got to school, I had each of them work hard on making some new friends. Obviously, Cheese was a bit more eager at first, while Mac made sure to keep his grades up. But they both made friends in the end. In fact, Mac made a girlfriend, Olivia. We invited her over after school just to hang out. This is also where she met Cheese for the first time. Cheese wasn't satisfied with just getting to know people at school, so I took him to the park. Multiple parks, actually, and had him meet all the teenagers that showed up. He was outgoing. He was gonna meet a bunch of new people, and he was gonna like it. And there certainly wasn't any type of ulterior motive whatsoever. Mac got to know some of the other teens too, but he really just had an interest in Olivia, which Cheese seemed to notice. But I guess the fate of Mac and Olivia, and Cheese and everyone else, we'll have to wait for a different day. For real though, these videos take a lot longer to make than I'm used to, but I'm keeping up with the Kraft family, just for you guys. So maybe you should subscribe, so you can keep up with them too. And if you saw this, thanks. And if you didn't, that's okay too. Goodbye everyone!